The internet exploded this morning, like completely blew up over a free Starbucks cup sleeve.
Yeah, it is wild.
Right. But what starts as a Reddit complaint actually unravels a massive, invisible global network. So welcome to our deep dive into the summer 2026 drink war exposed.
It's such a fun one to dig into.
Today we're pulling from brand new corporate summer menus, thousands of angry posts on the Starbucks subreddit, and get this Starbucks' own fiscal year 2025 modern slavery statement.
Quite the mix of sources.
Exactly. Our mission is to figure out how these major coffee giants are fighting for your morning routine, why their marketing promotions are, crashing on the front lines, and how they actually police an incredibly complex global supply chain.
Yeah, it really is a perfect case study in how corporate ambition collides with ground-level reality.
So let's start with the ambition. Because if we look at the menus that just dropped, Dunkin' and Starbucks are operating on two completely different battle plans.
Totally. Dunkin' just rolled out 22 new items in a single day.
22. That is insane.
It is. It includes a coffee soda hybrid called the Dirty Pepsi.
Ugh, gross.
Right. And also an Oreo cloud latte.
Okay, it feels like chaotic clutter. Like, why throw that much volume at the consumer all at once?
Well, because Dunkin' is playing a pure demographic numbers game.
Meaning what, exactly?
Basically, by flooding the board with cheaper, non-traditional coffee options. I mean, they're averaging about $1.50 to $2 less per drink. They are trying to capture the afternoon slump crowd.
Oh, wow. That makes sense.
Yeah, someone who might normally grab a soda at a gas station is now a target customer. They want high frequency and mass appeal.
But Starbucks seems to be doing the exact opposite.
Oh, 100%.
They're putting out highly curated, visually striking items like that dye-free tropical butterfly refresher and the horchata shaken espresso.
Right. Starbucks is engineering their menu for the algorithm. They are leaning heavily into premium precision.
It's all about the aesthetic.
Exactly. The strategy there is to offer a drink that feels like an experience or, a status symbol you want to be seen holding. If it looks Instagram-worthy, they can justify that higher price point.
Like, Dunkin' is a massive summer blockbuster movie throwing everything at the screen, and Starbucks is a curated indie art film.
That is a great way to put it.
But engineering a premium aesthetic from a corporate boardroom is one thing. Actually delivering it in a busy drive-thru is another.
Definitely.
Which brings us to today's massive World Cup promotion. Starbucks launched a global rollout where if you buy any drink, you get a free reusable cup sleeve.
The one designed like a captain's armband.
Yes, red, white, and blue in the U.S. Plus, there's a barista glass cup for reserve members.
It's a textbook marketing play to drive foot traffic on a Tuesday.
Textbook until you look at the Starbucks subreddit today. It is a total mess.
Oh, it really is blowing up.
People are getting the sleeves, looking at the Made in China tag, and complaining that they smell strongly of gasoline.
Gasoline and cheap mouse pads, according to some users.
Yeah. And on top of that, baristas are reportedly telling customers the promo is for hot drinks only.
Which is false.
Right. The official rule clearly says it's for any drink.
This is a classic breakdown in logistics. A global campaign is ultimately only as good as the final 3 feet across the counter.
Whoa, yeah.
When training slips and quality control fails on promotional items, that premium aesthetic Starbucks relies on starts to fracture.
And that breakdown in quality control with a simple promotional sleeve, it points to a much deeper, more serious logistical challenge.
Absolutely.
Because if a company struggles to manage the rollout of an armband, how on earth do they manage the millions of pounds of coffee coming in from around the world?
That is the real challenge. The corporate reports we reviewed, specifically the fiscal year 2025 modern slavery statement, outline how Starbucks attempts to monitor their sourcing network.
Right, through that CAFE practices program.
Exactly. Coffee and farmer equity. It is a set of ethical sourcing standards meant to enforce a strict zero-tolerance policy against forced labor and child labor.
And this is across almost 400,000 verified farms, right?
Yes, nearly 400,000. It also includes initiatives like funding 13 childcare centers in Guatemala and launching a specific human rights action plan in Brazil.
Wait, 400,000 farms? I just don't see how anyone realistically monitors that much land.
It is a massive undertaking.
Like, zero tolerance sounds great on paper, but how are they actually enforcing that everywhere?
It is incredibly difficult. The primary mechanism they use is third-party audits. But the reports admit a pretty sobering logistical reality.
Which is?
The labor on these farms is largely temporary, brought in just for the harvest season.
Okay, so if an auditor actually finds a violation, what happens?
The company immediately suspends their contract with that farm. But here's the catch. Because the workers leave after the harvest, the farm cannot physically prove they've fixed the labor issue until the temporary workers return the following year.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Resolving a zero-tolerance indicator often requires waiting an entire harvest cycle to verify the fix.
That really puts the whole morning coffee run into perspective. You open your phone, punch in a promo code, and pick up your iced coffee.
So simple on the consumer end.
Right. But behind that one transaction is an incredibly fragile ecosystem, stretching from local baristas deciphering marketing rules all the way down to international auditors tracking harvest cycles.
The complexity of getting that cup into your hand is staggering when you trace it all the way back.
It really is. So we'll leave you with this to chew on. When you hold your next visually perfect, Instagram-ready summer beverage, what invisible global supply chain compromises were made just to get it into your hands today?